Hey, what's up guys? Omar here, broker and CEO of Alden Mortgage and Ome Realty. So this is going to be your mortgage rate update. Kanye West, he got dropped from JP Morgan Chase. That's a little bit weird. Why would any company would actually do something over what somebody said, even though what he said wasn't the greatest thing that you could possibly say. But I'll tell you exactly what he said. I'll show you the letter that he actually got sent out. And then also, Bank of America said that in the first quarter of 2023, we're going to be losing 175,000 jobs per month. I'll tell you exactly what he said and what he projects that is going to happen, because Michael Gappin, he used to be chief economist over at Barclays. I think he was chief economist, and now he's the U.S. economics, the head of U.S. economics at Bank of America. So he told CNN on a phone interview on just Monday that he thinks that 175,000 jobs a month is going to be shrinking. But we're going to get on with that. Let's get on with the mortgage rate update. And if you don't like the mortgage rate update, you could just go ahead and it only takes a minute. But as far as 10/13/2022, we're going to be pricing out 10 different mortgaging products. 30-year fix will be sitting at 6.41%. 15-year fix will be sitting at 5.45%. 30-year high balance will be sitting at 6.45%. DSCR loan, which is a debt service cover ratio loan. This is a loan product that is going to go ahead and adjust the amount of debt you got going in versus the rental income coming in. So you don't need your W-2s, no pay stubs, nothing. That'll be sitting at 8.50%. Bank statement loan will be sitting at 8.50%. FHA 30-year fix will be sitting at 5.80%. 7/6 adjustable rate mortgage will be sitting at 6.49%. USDA 30-year fix will be sitting at 5.84%. VA 30-year fix will be sitting at 5.74%. And then hard money fix and flip will be sitting at 9.70%. Now that's a loan product if you want to get into the flipping side of things. It is only 85% loan to value. So that means you just have to bring 15% to the table. And then after that, we have another piggyback loan that'll go ahead and cover 100% of the rehab costs. Now, if you are interested in any one of these products, just go ahead, link in the description below. Let me try to beat your big bank. That's all I ask. Now that that shameless plug is out of the way. Now, before I get started on talking about Kanye West, because Kanye West, I'm gonna just curb my bias towards how much I enjoy Kanye West. Okay, I like the guy as an artist. Okay, now before I get started, just to note, I do not condone anybody or anything or anybody saying anything when it comes to anything hurtful. When it comes to things like, I don't care what you want to be called, what pronouns you want to be used. I have no dog in this fight at all. The comments that I'm about to give you are purely just going to be based off of business and business only. I don't care about what he said. I don't care about his personal views. I don't care about anybody's personal views, to be honest with you. I don't care about anybody and what they do. The only thing that I care about is, was this just? Was this just cause? Was this a good thing to do? And if they are able to do something like this to Kanye West, which is a formidable human being. He's a very influential type of person. He's worth a lot. He's actually, of course, finding somebody's net worth is a very difficult thing to do. Okay, so I've read that Kanye is worth $2 billion. I've read he's worth $4 billion. I have read that he's worth upwards of $6.6 billion to $10 billion, whatever. Finding, especially when you go to the Forbes list, right? When you go to the Forbes list, it's hard to actually see what somebody's net worth is, because it's easy to hide money. It's easy to go out and hide assets under different types of companies, different types of nonprofits, different types of things. So to try to gauge somebody's actual net worth is one of the most extremely difficult things you could do. But for the sake of this argument, I'm going to go ahead and go to Celebrity Net Worth, this website that I just found that says that he's worth $4 billion. Now, taking the fact that he's worth $4 billion, that's roughly about 1.86% of what JP Morgan Chase is worth. Okay, now what did he actually say? He said, and this is the quote that he said. Now, there's a cumulative things, okay, but I'm going to read the tweet that they said that was, anti-Semitic. Is it really though? He said, I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jews also. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda. Now, if I read that as a logical person, I would say, okay, you're calling out Jewish people. It's like kind of like a double negative, right? It's a double-edged sword. In one part of it, he's saying Jewish people this, and on the other side, he's saying, well, I can't be anti-Semitic because black people are Jews too. Now, the JP Morgan Chase then afterwards, and then that is a combination of the whole White Lives Matter thing, which, whatever. I'm really big on your constitutional rights, right? Unless it gets amended, unless your First Amendment right gets amended and it changes to where you're not allowed to say certain things, I don't see why any business is allowed to go ahead and go into one person and say, you know what, because you are such an influential person, you are this, we're going to go ahead and blackball you. Because in the world of lending, in the world of banking, in the world of finance, we are not allowed to go ahead and have a bias towards anybody. That's why whenever somebody does a mortgage, or I hear these stupid things where somebody says that they're not going to do a mortgage or give credit to somebody based off of their color, religion, race, creed, like, I personally don't care about any of that stuff, because at the end of the day, it's just money that's coming into your account. Now, with Kanye West being blackballed, JP Morgan Chase him. He posted this. JP Morgan Chase said, "Dear you, we are sending you this letter to inform you in our recent discussion with whoever it is that JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. the bank, has decided to end its relationship with Easy LLC and its affiliate entities, collectively the company." Now, whenever you are doing something like this, that means you have to be equal to everybody, not because he is just this person that's on the face of every tabloid you could see, and his whole life is out on everybody to the thing. Now, what he can do is he could go ahead and file a complaint with the CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Now, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is what every single one of us, banks, credit unions, mortgage brokers, anybody that's in the finance industry, they're like our overseeing. They're the police of all of us. So they have to make sure that all of us fall under the same guidelines. They have to make sure that all of us follow the same rules. We cannot treat any single person differently than whatever else somebody else treats. So if you have an idea, well, that's your idea and that is your opinion. That doesn't mean that I have to accept your opinion. I respect that you have an opinion, but I am nobody. I am no single human being enough to pass judgment on any single person regarding of what opinion you might have. And as lenders, as brokers at things, we should not care what anybody says. We should not care what anybody does, unless of course it's legally, harmful, where it's like, you hurt somebody, or you're doing something fraudulent, or you're doing something that is deliberately, physically, you're hurting somebody. But yeah, Kanye West, if you're watching this, that's what you can do if you like to. That is your right as a United States citizen that banks with a United States-based company in a consumer financial, and their world is a depository institution. You could file a complaint if you want. Go ahead and file a complaint with the CFPB, and then what will end up happening is the CFPB will end up investigating every single closed account that they've had. Every single closed account that Bank of America, or not Bank of America, but JP Morgan Chase has had, they're going to see, is this ethical or is this unethical for them to go ahead and close that account based off of whatever information that they have. Now, the curious thing is who's going to go ahead and pick this up? Who's going to pick up the Yeezy line? Because I guarantee you, if I was a bank CEO right now, I would totally pick this guy up. You know how much praise you would get as a bank to go ahead and pick this up? Because as a bank CEO, I would state exactly what I said. We are a banking institution. We do not impose our beliefs on the civil rights and the free speech of any single person or human being out there. That's what I would do. Why does it matter if he went and did a show that said White Lives Matter? Why would anybody care if Black Lives Matter, or if you wore a shirt that said Brown Lives Matter or Alien Lives Matter? I don't care. What difference does it make to anybody? Why would anybody really care what you did? I guarantee you, there's so many more people that bank with JP Morgan Chase that is way worse than what Kanye does. Way, 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 way worse. And it's going on for all financial institutions. It is not our business to care what you do. But let's go ahead and go on with Bank of America. Bank of America. So on Monday, Michael Gapin, Michael Gapin is the head of U.S. economics at Bank of America. He told CNN in a phone interview, okay, so this is based off a phone interview he had with CNN on Monday, that he says that 175,000 jobs per month during the first quarter, which as the bank said, charts published by Bank of America suggest job losses will continue through much of 2023. So he's actually a pretty smart dude. He knows his shit. He knows what he's talking about. He's saying that we're about to get into not a soft landing. Soft landing means like, okay, we're coming out of this whole recession thing into, we got a chokehold on this inflation thing, which by all means, this inflation thing is completely shit. It is absolute shit. I did a video, which I'll go ahead and put the link up here somewhere around there. You could see if inflation stays the way that it is, where prices will be in the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years on everything from groceries to things. It is crazy. A $250,000 house will end up at the current inflation rate that we have, which is 8.2, 8.3, will be like $5.5 million or something stupid like that. That's absolutely crazy. The latest job report, it shows that the U.S. labor market is in decent shape, okay, and that's what was stated, but Bank of America doesn't see it that way. They say in the near future, coming up really, really close, that things are about to go ahead and take a turn for the worse, especially in quarter 4 of 2022 and beginning of 2023. Now, when you have guys that have all this money and all this information at their disposal, kind of sit back and you cumulatively have to sit there and think, you know what, shit's about to hit the fan and it's really, really bad. Now, I can tell you as a mortgage broker, as a real estate broker, business sucks for us. It is terrible. It is horrible. We are just dying. We are all dying left and right. Appraisers are their business has dropped down by like 80%. Real estate agents, real estate brokers, mortgage originators, title, escrow company, everybody that is cumulatively involved in the transaction of real estate are all doing really, really terrible. But that's gonna be your mortgage rate update. Kanye West, I feel for you, man. I don't know what the hell is going on, my dude. He's a little bit out there. But is it bad to be out there? You know, the most genius people you'll ever meet, majority of people will say that you are completely have lost your mind. But in the grand scheme of things, like I've seen people on TV, artists, music artists, shaking their ass, doing all this other stupid that they do, and they're not canceled. What kind of type of person are you projecting to be by, showing off a bunch of things that are only meant between two, in private, right? What kind of person are you to over-glorify drug abuse or demonizing certain people? I don't think that was that bad. I mean, have you ever heard of any rap song out there? The shit that they say on certain rap songs, country songs, majority of songs, or things that you see on TV that are portrayed in this horrible and horrific way? No, but he gets canceled for saying that he can't be anti-Semitic because he's black and all black people were Jewish, but he's gonna go after Jewish people? Whatever. Like, subscribe, comment. If you like the content, let me know. Well, let me know what you think. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm being stupid. Maybe I'm just being ignorant. I don't know. I just don't see how this is okay. I don't get it. Really curious. I'll keep you guys up to date who ends up picking them up. But if you like it, like, subscribe, comment, all that other stuff. And until next video, guys, I really appreciate you watching. Peace.
I don't wanna waste a minute. Don't have any plans, bring it